Let's go.
Young niggas is dropping. Old niggas is flopping. Flip the grind all over.
Let me get comfortable.
I ain't got no options. I ain't got no options. Whole lot of not podcasts. Here we are. Hey, let's go. Hey,
Let's get it.
This
Let's
fresh out
Cannon
the
music.
bando.
Cannon.
Cannon on me, and I'm feeling commando. Wanna smoke with your man stone. I'm throwing them hands, nigga, into my hands, bro. Ain't saving no ammo. Lyrical clipping, I'm dumping like Rambo. You know how the sand go. You feeling froggy, niggas looking like tadpoles. I was raised with monsters who stuck to their mission and sniffed out imposters.
get it, baby.
Throwing cash like sponsors. Fucking handgun niggas putting out launchers. Straight killers, no conscious. They touching that way like they name Pocahontas.
You already know what time it is.
Now you good, you good. My paper, I keep it.
It's a whole lot of
Rap
that
for my niggas
podcast.
and slap for my bros. My finger on trigger and
got
I
your
let
boy
it go.
Cannon
Not
here.
for no cloud and not for no hoes. Protecting my life
Y'all
and
see what
protecting
that
my
shirt
soul.
say?
Mount up and ride.
Go follow him.
on the road.
Cannonmusic317.
Gotta go. Red on
Let's
your head,
get it,
nigga,
baby.
looking like the pole fuck.
You already know who I am.
I told his ass, the city behind me. Stay with a piece, call me Gandhi. Keep that fuck shit from around me. Working on rhyming and timing. I'ma find a ladder, then I'ma climb. Big checks moving that. Woo, shit, boy. Getting hot off this shit. You feel me? Okay, I'm so glad to be back down
Then
here,
I-
man.
I gotta play this song though. Even though
Oh,
she ain't here, I
shit.
gotta play this.
For Rose. Hey. Turn the fuck up. Rose
Let's get it,
Key.
baby. Let's get
Hey, hey.
Kicking down the front door.
I ain't got no friends.
I never ever sleep
On myself again. Hey.
Let's go.
Hey, this record goes crazy.
It do.
Everywhere we go, this shit go crazy.
It do.
Kicking down. I ain't got no friends. Oh. On myself again.
Hey, this is fun.
Hell yeah.
This is fun.
I'm so glad to be back here, man.
It's only one problem. You got that Cincinnati hat on.
Oh, damn. Hey, this where I'm from,
Nah,
man.
I know.
gotta rep it.
Hey, shout out Rose Key and ESPNA.
Hell yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You already know
sir.
what time it is. It's a whole lot in that podcast. And we got Cannon down here once again for, Cannon Part 2.
Hey, part 2. We
Part
back.
2.
Run it back.
Hey, no problems this time. No problems this time. But shit, you already know it's Kevin once again. Whole lot in that podcast. How you doing, big dog?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me once again, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I look at the camera, so I'm looking
Oh,
at
my
the
fault.
No, you good. No, it's easy. Look straight ahead.
Right, yeah.
Now, we can look, but real shit, thank you for coming on. Thank you for just reaching out because as we were saying off air, it's so many podcasts. It's so many options here in the city and for you to reach out to me and because you're where you were last year and the notch you're taking, like, since you came on the pod, you have not, since I met you, you have not slowed down, but you're just
Thank you, man.
continue to take it to a whole nother level. Like,
I appreciate it.
man, what got into you?
Man, it's just I don't know, man. It's like I just see what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I got good people around me that's supportive, that allow me, and they help, and they're not an obstacle. So it's I don't even know what to say, man. It's just like I'm just trying to do what I feel like is best to get where we want to be. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to stay motivated, stay disciplined, and just try to keep making good decisions. It's a lot of learning on the way, because I know y'all see like the success and the things that's happened. It's been good, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm just like, fuck, like
People don't know about that.
yeah, and it's just like, where do we go from here? You know what I mean? But man, I'm just trying to keep pushing. That's all I can do is just keep pushing, man.
What's your end game? What's your end game?
Shit, to be honest with you,
No. What is success to you? What is success? Not end game. What is your success to you?
success right now is what I'm doing. I think about where I'm at now versus 2 years ago before I even got in music. The fact that people are actually streaming my music and listening to my songs. I can go to a show, I can sell tickets, people can show up, people show up and buy my shirts, folks show up and know my words to the song. That's success to me.
Okay.
So I already feel like I am successful, you know what I mean, compared to where I was 2 years ago or last year. But this isn't my final trajectory of where I want success to be. I got to stay on a successful path. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be ups and downs. I already know that. But I just want to just keep doing what I'm doing, but on a higher level. You know what I mean?
And you took out to me. You taking it there.
I'm trying, man.
You taking it there. We're gonna take it further.
Yes,
What Kendrick
sir.
say? What Kendrick say? Because man, like I said, you New York, Cali. I think you went to Florida also. Like you.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching.
Yeah.
I've been spying on you. I've been lurking.
Thank you, man.
I've been lurking.
Yeah, it's Florida last year, Los Angeles twice last year, and then New York also. Shout out to Staten Island. You know what I'm saying?
You got that Lambo. That Lambo.
Oh, that Lambo was crazy.
That Lambo.
That Lambo was so nice, man. Like it was crazy, and the whole, I tell the story about how that all happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We did. But say it again. Say it
Oh
again.
yeah. So I mean, basically, I was in Los Angeles, and I was, there for, I was performing. I was opening up for a group called RBL Posse. They were pretty big, like in the late '90s, early 2000s. They still doing their thing right now. West Coast based. I was opening up at Whiskey A Go Go, and I was just like, you know what? While I'm in town, I'm going to shoot a music video for this song called Higher. It's a song I got a lot of people have heard of before. I'm trying to take it to a level high as fuck that I ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, for that video, I wanted it to be something special because I just felt like the song was special, and the song is all about elevating and doing things on a higher level. And I was just like, you know what? I got to find a way to bring the vision for this song with these lyrics to life. And, man, I'm telling you, things just happen by chance. Thank God for everything that happens positive. I was in a car in an Uber on the way to Burbank, California, because I was doing something else with Pressers Media. Shout out to Pressers Media. But I was on the way to do an interview with them, and I was talking to the Uber driver. His name was Kareem. And we just got to, talking about just different things. And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I'm out here doing music or whatnot. And he was like, oh, for real? He was like, hey, man, well, I shoot music videos. And I was like, oh, for real? Okay, all right. I was like, hey, you got an Instagram? Because I want to check his workout first.
Yep.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to do that.
Got to scout him a little bit. And I'm just like, let me see your Instagram. And he showed me his Instagram, man, and his videos were phenomenal. And I'm just like, you trying to shoot a video today? And he was driving, and he turned around, and he looked at me. He was like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm dead serious. Like, I want to shoot a video today. He was like, okay, let me hear the song. And so I played him Higher in his car, and he loved it. He was just like, bro, we gotta do a video to this. And I'm like, all right, man, pick me up in 4 hours where you got me from at that hotel, and we go get some stuff together. And he was like, bet, man. He was just like, you serious, right? And I'm like, bro, I'm not bullshitting you, man. I'm dead serious. Like, this is what we go do. He was like, okay. So got back to the hotel, and he hit me up, and he was there like within a couple of minutes, half an hour. And he was just like, all right, man, we go shoot this music video. He's like, but I got a question for you, my guy. He was like, it's totally up to you. He was like, no pressure. He was like, do you want a car for your video? And I was like, a car? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what kind of car?
It's always the first question.
Yeah, I'm like, what kind of car? Because he had a really nice car. And I'm just like, if this man with this nice car is asking me if I want a car, this car must be nice.
Yes.
And he was just like, let me call up there and see what they got. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. I'm like I said, I'm out of town. Okay, so, situations can definitely be kind of sketchy. So, and he's Spanish speaking. So he was on the phone and he was talking Spanish, and I was hearing a whole lot of Spanish. And I'm like, damn, what am I getting myself into? Like, is this the last time anybody's ever gonna see me?
Turn that location on,
Yeah,
real quick, make
exactly,
sure. Hey,
man.
you got my location, right?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, bro,
No,
it's like this shit is risky, man. You know what I mean? And so he called up there, and then he told me, he was just like, all right, they got a Cybertruck and they got a Lambo. And I'm like, damn. I was like, get that Lambo. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cybertrucks, but I just don't feel like they're exotic as Lambos are. You know what I mean? And so I got up there, and he actually used to work at the place that leases out the cars or whatnot. So he was able to hook me up with a discount and everything, man. I mean, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, literally, it just all worked out. And the fact that his nephew, shout out his nephew Angel, he's in school actually for like videography and stuff like that. And so he brought his nephew, and they had all kinds of gear, man. They had a drone. They had these huge cameras. I mean, he had the drone with like the goggles and stuff on it, so like he could fly it around. And
Oh yeah, that's
and his nephew was like, filming me while he was on a skateboard. You know what I mean? And like while I was walking and stuff, it was crazy. And then he was just like, all right, we got the Lambo. He was like, just sign these papers, do what you got to do, holler at my man. And he was like, we good to go. And I'm like, cool, let's go. So yeah, bro, that whole experience was just wild.
Hey, I look at that where it's just not only being at the right place at the right time, but just God making a way, God taking care of you, like giving you more than what you want. Like,
Absolutely.
He gave you a lot more than what you really wanted because you went out there just to do music, then you got to shot a whole video out the blue, like just with random people. Just,
Yeah.
hey, let me get a helping hand. Let me get a helping hand. Let me get a helping hand. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, man.
You say like going through the adversities and stuff. Like, what do you do to get past your adversities?
I just remember why I'm doing it. And every time I get in a situation where it's just like, man, I don't know how this is going to work, or, I'd have ran into this problem. It might be a problem, but at the same time, it's a blessing. Because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I didn't have these problems because I wasn't moving the way I'm moving now. You know what I mean? When you have no motion or no motion at all, you don't have certain problems. But the higher you try to go, the more obstacles that you come across. You know what I mean? And it's for me, it's positivity within advertis. Oh, god dang it, oh man, here we go.
Hey, there we go.
Adversity. It's positivity
shit.
within adversity, because like once you make it through a situation, you're like, okay, I know how to handle this now.
We've been there, done that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it gives you more confidence, because it's just like, man, I can make it through, you know, XYZ or whatever happened. I can make it through. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And it helps me write some good songs too, because you really start putting feeling into what you're saying. And when you actually start talking about stuff that you've been through or stuff that you're going through, it's like the songs pretty much write themselves at that point.
I know, because you always talk about the music that you like rapping about what you're going through or your past experiences.
Right, correct.
And is that easy?
Yeah, sometimes it's like the hardest part for me is taking the emotions and putting the emotions in word form. That's the hardest part for me. Because like I remember how I felt, you know, I might remember what was said, I might remember what I did or what I did to lead up to those certain situations or something like that. But then it's just like, okay, how do I take this and put this into a song that's relatable to other people so that other people can understand it? So sometimes that takes some thought. But at the end of the day, like when I'm learning and what other people have been able to teach me and tell me is just like, hey man, just don't overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? Like the most relatable songs or some of the biggest songs is just the simplest songs. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just try to keep it simple, because I feel like when I first started writing music, because I got songs in my phone that will never see the light of day. I mean, them mugs is...
Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? I'm trying to cut you. I'm trying to
No,
change the topic.
you good. It's because I feel like the songs are bad. If
Okay.
I'm being honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember when I first started recording, I was, and I still go there, Aspen Studio. Shout out Studio Drew. You know, I recorded my first song, and I was, I recorded my first song, and I was just like, man, that's it. You know what I mean? I was feeling good, and I asked Drew, I was like, hey, Drew, man, like, yeah, how that sound? Like, that sound pretty good? And he was like, no lie. He was like, I'll let you know when you got one.
Hey, I respect that though.
I do too. I respect the hell out of Drew, and I was just like, damn, that let me know. I was just like, okay, I got some work to do. You ain't gonna just come in here and it be sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
you really got to work on your craft.
That's-
And ever since then, I was just like, okay, well, that song's not coming out. I need to write 5 more and then take the top 2 out of those and then figure out which one of these is gonna come out. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I do have a lot of songs that I've completed now that I will be releasing, because I feel better about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just the type of person, man, that I overcomplicate things sometimes. You know what I mean? And I feel like for a while that was coming out in some of my music, because I feel like sometimes I try to do too much. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to pause or anything like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I did see that Rose text. I don't know what she texted, but she did send a text, so I don't know how important that may be. It was a while ago, but I want to just...
Oh, it looked like she was watching it live.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
But then just... Do you ever go back and listen to them songs as a reminder, like how far you came?
I do. Yeah, I do sometimes. Sometimes, I mean, like, I don't ever want other people. There's one song I got in particular. I ain't even gonna shit on it, because it's not a terrible song, but I just don't. It's a song I got. It's on Audio Dump Volume 1. It's called Diamonds on Diamonds. It's an okay song, but I just always clown it, because it's just like, it's cool. I say some stuff that's cool, but like I just feel like it's like cringe. You know what I'm saying? And I can be
Yeah,
honest
that's-
about my own work. I'm like,
that-
ugh. You
That's
know?
music now. The music now is cringe. It's
Yeah.
cringe. Are you a person where you send your like new music to anybody? Like you send like, hey, how this song sound? Or
Yeah, I sent a lot of stuff to my girlfriend. She hears everything before the world, and she tells me, you know, her opinions and how she feels about everything. You know what I'm saying? I sent it to a couple of my homies. AIB Ran, I sent him a lot of stuff.
Shout out.
Shout out to AIB. Hear
Shout
me
out.
out. They can't do it like me, you know. They can't do it.
Shout out.
Yeah, I was listening on the way over here. And G Royalty, tear the club up. You know what I'm saying? I sent her, she hears a lot of stuff too. So, and Rose Key, I sent her things too. So, like, they all hear stuff before it comes out. Like, I think G Royalty, I think she got everything in my phone. I think she actually has. You know what I'm saying? Because I always, like, I respect her opinion and we bounce stuff off each other all the time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a couple people that got some stuff, some exclusives.
Did you sign up for Treese?
I am. Dang, I meant to do that last week.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it.
Sign up for Treese. Like, look.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sign up for it. It was cool just watching everybody do it last year, just like watching the performances and stuff. And I think who won? Was it? It was Jinx and somebody else. I think I can't remember the guy's name, but I definitely think Jinx won last year. She's hard. That Austin 316 she got, man. You check her stuff out if you ever get a chance to.
You know who I like? Damn it, Jinx is cold.
Mhm.
I can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry,
Nah, you
but
good.
he's cold. I might pull it up because I interviewed him last year, and it fucking deleted it. I mean, all my audio messed up. So that's adversity that I go through.
Oh yeah.
I cannot think of his name right now, but right now, so my favorite, no disrespect. I sound weird to a natural artist. One of my favorite artists right now is TGI Free. You rock with TGI Free?
I don't know of him.
Yeah, you gotta listen to TGI Free.
I'm gonna check him out.
TGI
Yeah.
Free, he's cold, but I can't think of his name. But that's you know what, Jet Santiago.
Jet Santiago.
Yeah, I probably say his name wrong, but I interviewed Jet in last year at Treese, and it was.
Okay.
And so this year, I wasn't even an official interview at Treese.
Really?
One of the venues let me set up.
That's what's up, man.
So hopefully, whatever venue you at, I want to be there. So as soon as you get off, I want to be.
Yeah.
Come sit right down. But I interviewed so many people at Treese last year, and I wasn't even a part of it. They just saw me with my setup,
Let you set up.
sat down and interviewed, and I'm shitty because all the music messed up. But I want you to sign up for Treese. I want Rose Key to sign up for Treese. I want everybody just. It was a lot of different. There's a lot of people that wasn't from Nap at Treese. I want to be continue to be a Nap thing. So let's
Right.
get more Nap artists. And you're Nap, but you're
Yeah.
not Nap.
No, not. I mean, and it's like, so that's another thing I get also. People be like, oh, why is Cannonmusic317 in your name, but you wearing a Cincinnati hat? You know what I mean? Like, what's all that about? And
Nah,
it's
we
like,
sports fans.
yeah, and then too, like being from Cincinnati, I'm never gonna forget where I'm from. The product that I am today is because of Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? But all of my music connections are here in Indianapolis. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm always go rep for Cincinnati. I'm always go let people know I'm from Cincinnati. But all my networking, everybody that I primarily work with, like my base is here in Indianapolis. So I would never, rise to stardom or get somewhere and then just like completely forget about Nap. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where it's at. Like this is where I am. I'm here on a whole lot of Nap.
Yep.
You know
whole
what
lot
I mean?
Nap.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on a whole lot of Cincinnati. I'm not on, Nasty Natty podcast or anything. If there is one, I'd love to get on one. But I'm just saying,
oh shit, it's a J Natty here though. Like that wasn't a
Is he-
shot. That was somebody here that's called Natty. Natty
Oh.
J. Natty J is her name.
Okay.
Natty. So
Shout out to Natty J.
Yeah, Natty
You know what I'm
J is
saying?
her name. So I didn't want to make it seem like he's taking a shot. So I want to clarify that. I want to clarify that.
Geography only. That's what I'm talking about. Like, because they call Cincinnati the Nasty Natty, the
Yeah,
Natty.
so-
You know what I'm saying? But this is everybody that have been pretty influential in my music career. They're from here. You know what I mean? So it's like I would never get on and then just shit on Indianapolis. Like it's go be in my name that the people here, the folks I work with here, is a major part of the come up. You know what I mean,
But-
as to what's going on.
And I do feel like that shouldn't matter because it's so many artists who are not from the original state,
Mhm.
our country,
Yeah.
and claims a section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it 21 Savage? It's British.
Yeah. He British. How many lumps in the tea?
And he claims, or one the goat, one of the goats, Tupac. He's from New York. He's from the East Coast
From the
and
East.
went to out west as an adult
Right.
and thug life West Coast.
Yeah. He was-
Ride or die. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
for
about?
sure, yeah.
California love. So hey, I
Mhm.
feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like where your roots are at. And your musical roots are based here in Naptown, and
Right.
and we as Hoosiers, we should not get mad about that because even that you're not from here because you're representing for the city. Like
Mhm.
you're traveling representing Naptown.
Yep.
You're traveling represents even though it's Cincinnati and Naptown. There's nothing wrong with that. You're
Right.
help putting on the city. So that should be commended. That should be applauded. That is applauded. Like so, I thank you for what you're doing for the city because you're elevating the city by. You went all the way out west and shot a whole music video. Like
Yeah.
now, someone's gonna listen to your song, and then you're putting on other people. Like they're gonna. It's a tree.
Yep.
It's now it's a tree that's been brushed. Okay,
Mhm.
Naptown isn't a flyover state. They have like musical artists there. Like let's
Right.
tap in. Let's tap in. Let's
Yeah.
tap in.
I'll tell you what, man. I was freestyling. This was last time. Well, excuse me. This is the first time I went to California last year. Me and my boy Irving. He does tattoos. Shout out to Irving. He's in DC now. But we were walking down the street, Sunset Boulevard. Were we on Sunset? I think we were on the Walk of Stars or whatnot. And there were some guys out there, and I got the video somewhere on my TikTok and Instagram. But they was just outside freestyling. They had a speaker, they had a microphone, and they, freestyling and stuff. And I said, okay. So I went over there, and I started freestyling, and I started mentioning Naptown and stuff, and they fuck with the freestyle a lot. When it was over, he was just like, "Man, where's Naptown? I ain't never heard of that before."
What?
Yeah, and I told him,
What?
I was like, Indianapolis, man. That's He was just like, "Is that where you from?" I'm like, "That's where I'm coming. That's where I'm coming from." I was like, "I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I'm here, coming from Indianapolis." And he was just like, "Oh, Naptown." He's like, "I'm gonna check that out." He was like, "They got more rappers and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, man." So
Man, it's a lot of dope artists here.
Yeah, he
it's
ended
a
up-
lot of dope artists.
he ended up following me and stuff, and you know what I mean. Like every time I tag somebody or share somebody, like I'm pretty sure they check their stuff out. So it's like, I will never feel bad if somebody be like, "Oh, you ain't from Indianapolis." I'm like, "No, I'm not." But at the same time, like, I'm never gonna not give credit to where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anytime I'm repping, I'm gonna rep both. You know what I mean?
You have to. You
Yeah.
have to. And this is where I want to say this is a challenge to a producer out here. We have so many producers in the city. Why don't we have like a Nat Town album? Like you
There, DJ 25K. I think last year he did like I can't remember the proper name. So 25K, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it was basically just like it was like an all-star Nap album or something like that. He told me he'll get me on the next one, but they did have that. They did have something like that.
Yeah, but that all I think. Sorry, I cut off. Yeah, everybody know I cut off. But that all I feel like the All Star stuff was kind of like it was too convoluted. Too many people. Like everybody during All Star last year got kind of the locals. We got pushed aside. So now that nothing's going on, why don't they just bring people up and just, hey, I got all these beats. Who want to hop on? Hey, this beat sound. Hey, you sound like you made for this beat. You sound like you made for that beat.
Yeah.
Like, call it a whole lot of that.
Hey.
A whole lot of that
Whole lot of
playlist.
that.
A whole lot of that playlist. Shit, let
Yeah.
me yell over that bitch.
Hey, for sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. Shit, we might speak it into existence.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll just see your grind, like, and I see your grind. I see the level that you're going. Like you're nonstop. Like I'm a person where I may not talk to you. Like we haven't spoken in a minute. Like I even changed my number on you. Like I check on everybody. Like, but I still go through. I still listen. I still hit the likes on social media because that's just I'm showing that I support. Like and you have not stopped. You just continue to go. That's why I just asked you too. Like, hey, how are you traveling so much? Like, what are you doing? Like you using vacation days every week?
Yeah, man. So I mean, my schedule, my job is I feel like it's a blessing personally. The way our schedule works. I'm able to like use 1 or 2 vacation days, and I can get like 9 or 10 days off in a row. You know what I mean? So it's just like trying to be strategic with the trips. Okay, when would it make sense to go to this place? Or you know what I mean? Okay, I got this many vacation days. I can only travel this part of the year because like they do our vacation days by seniority at work. And I've only got 5 years on, and that's nothing compared to people that's got like 22 and 30 years on.
It's time to retire.
I know, right? Get out the way.
Move.
So it's like I got to be strategic with the times that I can. And I do have a lot of people at work that support me with my music. So if I need a day off, I know there's a couple people I can hit up and be like, "Hey, man, I can't work this day. Can you cover for me?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, man, I got you." You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a blessing to have people that support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, this all is possible because of the support that I have from the people around me.
I like that because I like to. It's a lot of people out here that complain. I think about it also sometimes, but I don't put it out there. But so some support is free. All support don't have to be monetary. Like the thing of just switching a day at work. That's you don't know how much of a huge of a support that is. Like now I don't got to use a vacation day, or now I don't have to miss out on something that I really want to do to further my career. Like that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yep, big time.
What's your overall thoughts on once again the music scene here in the city? Like,
I feel like it's like and like I said, and everything I say, I mean with respect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's time for like a changing of the guard. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a lot of up and coming, hungry, talented artists, and they're ready to start trying to like take the, if you will, top spots here in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a whole another generation of people, at least the folks that I've known since I've been around. They're hungry. They're willing to work. And I just feel like it's like a newer sound that's getting ready to come out of Indianapolis. That's what I feel like. I feel like this next wave of people that we got that's trying to do stuff, that's trying to come up, I think somebody out this next wave is going to be successful for sure.
The next wave as far as you or someone like
shit,
newer.
I mean, yeah, I would love to be. I consider myself new. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's only been My first song came out in March of 24. You know what I mean? So I still consider myself a rookie. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think anybody around me that's been doing it around the same time as me, or even just a little bit longer, I consider that part of the new wave. You know what I'm saying? And I think like somebody from the new wave is ready to put this thing on. You know what I mean? And I feel like the way the internet is changing so much and stuff, it's like younger generations and younger crowds are like figuring out how to like crack the algorithm, so to speak, or just move different. You know?
Man, that social media game is it's an animal. I can't crack it because I don't like social media. I like to go in there and look, watch. I don't like to be actively posting content. That's two different things. It's
Yeah.
the actively posting content is a lot harder than people make it seem.
Yeah.
Like you don't just pop out a video and you got 1,000 likes. Like it's not that
No,
simple.
Not that simple at all.
It's not that simple.
It's interesting, man, because that was something else that I was dealing with for a while. Is like I post something, you know, and then you get so many followers and all this stuff, and then it's like, man, it's the same 35 people liking my stuff every time I post, and it's like, what the hell are all these other followers doing? You know what I mean? And then I want to get mad and just start deleting people, but I will see folks out, and then they'll talk to me about the stuff that I posted, and I'm just like, damn, so you saw it, but you didn't like it. You know what I mean? And then I had to check myself because I'm just like, how often is it that I scroll and I be like, damn, that was tight, or damn, that was cool, but like, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta understand that not everybody just likes everything. You know what I'm saying? They might actually like it, but just like forget to actually tap like, but they watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I do that. I do that because I hate having my algorithm change a lot. Because if you like one thing, it'll change your whole algorithm. Like, I don't need to see 1,000 of this or one thing.
Yeah.
So I may scroll at night, but now that as being a content creator, it's different just trying to like I gotta actively hit like I gotta actively listen, I gotta actively participate, and it's not simple.
No.
What are your thoughts on it? You just I say you good. You know we professionally unprofessional up here. You see I keep reaching. So the reason why I'm reaching looking at my phone is because I text Tip to like, hey yo, can you check the audio, because normally the first green line is in the yellow when we talking, so I feel like we're kind of too low. So I told her to check the audio, so I don't know. So that's why I keep looking at it, and she hasn't responded back yet. So,
you good.
But other than that, what are your thoughts on like having like a posse, like a posse cut?
Posse cut, like a group of people getting on something?
Yep.
I think that'd be cool. You know what I mean? I think that'd be great. Showcase everybody's different styles, something like that. You mean like a song or like an EP?
Like an EP. Like you part of a posse, like for a whole EP, 5-6 songs.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun to make too. Rent out a studio for, you know, however many hours you think you might need, and everybody go in there and lay their part. Like, I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be great. I think it would inspire a lot of creativity, and I realize too, like, the more different type of people you get in a room with different styles and stuff, you never know what you might come up with. So, I mean, I think that could be great. Yeah.
Is that missing in the music scene? Like people working together in a studio?
Yes.
I'm listening.
Yeah. I would say I just think like the way things are nowadays, like how digital stuff is and how you don't have to be like in the same place as somebody to necessarily get results. You know, I do feel like that's different. Everybody I work with that I do music with, I try to be in the studio with them. You know what I'm saying? What I try to do is I try to send somebody a beat, you know, let them ponder over it, let them think about it, all the other good stuff. Let them take time to come up with whatever they're going to come up with. And then when I go to the studio and I book it, I let them know too if they can come and lay their part and we can do it together. I feel like that gives like a better product. You know what I'm saying? Because they might have some feedback from me, and I'm not above receiving feedback from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like they might be like, hey man, the energy might match if you came at it this way a little bit better, or hey, and I've told other artists before like, hey, try to say it like this because this really matches the song. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like when you not in the studio together, you missing that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like the best music is made in person together.
I feel that way also because you can feel the energy. Like you can feel the energy through the music inside the room. And I've never been to a studio, so I don't know how it goes. But I would love to just go watch and just see how music is created, because a lot of people think it's easy. And I have Michael, like he showed me different aspects of it, and I can tell it's not easy. Yeah. It's not easy. And it's like you got to work with a producer. Like everybody has like their own way of working with stuff. So if I just send you a beat, hey, rap on this, you don't hear what I'm trying to do with the song,
Right. Yeah.
and that element is truly missing.
And those conversations are important. They're really important because it's like I could hear a beat and I could think, oh, I'm attack it this way, or this seems more like this type of beat, and somebody else could hear that same beat and it's just like, oh, I like this. And then if y'all don't talk, you got two different songs on the same song. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like that just don't jive. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally don't jive. So man, when I go to the studio, I'll let you know. You know what I mean?
Do you actually send your verse when you send up? Do you send like the whole completed verse and everything, or just send a beat?
As far as like when I'm trying to work with somebody?
Yes.
I send them the beat first, and then like I will send them like I'll play the beat in the background, and I'll use like voice recorder or something, and I'll rap my verse, and then I'll send it to them so they can hear it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or if there's something I want somebody to get on, and I've already recorded the song, I'll record my part, all this other stuff. Then I will send them what I recorded, but I won't release it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them hear what I'm doing and how I'm coming at it. And then they can like go to the studio and add their part, and I try to show up there with them. Pause through the pork. Oh,
Okay, yeah, I just, I'm, you know,
I appreciate you.
Hey, that's me producing back here. I'll be on it.
Yeah, I appreciate
Nah,
it.
but I just, man, I really like, I enjoy like the music scene here, and I can't wait for AIB Ran to get the open mics back up. Like, has he been? Because I haven't. So has he? It got cold. He just stopped it because it's cold.
Far as I understand, because I don't want to speak for him, but far as I understand, it's because it's cold right now.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We love music, but damn.
Yeah, it's too cold. We gotta we gotta get a spot. We gotta get like a reunion session going on because it was so dope when I was listening to a podcast. I listened to Zaire Franklin podcast.
Okay.
And hearing them talking about it, I clipped it up, sent it to him. Like hearing him talk about, hey yo, came back from Jacksonville. You know, we lost. So I went to walk downtown. I see a group of kids out there rapping on the circle. I'm like, oh shit, that's AIB Ran.
Yeah,
like,
AIB Ran,
you
man.
never know who you gonna run into. And to me, it's dope because y'all was just showing people like a different light. And it's so dope because you start with one person, then somebody walk up, hey, let me hop on the mic.
Right.
Let me hop on.
Right.
We continue to have that going. Like, and I want AIB Ran to get in trees. I want Rose Key to get in trees. I want you to be. It's some of y'all want in trees. Like, I just cannot wait to be there that entire weekend and just walking around, just jamming out, vibing out. Like it's dope because I love I love how everybody highlight the city.
Mm-hmm.
Was it hard for you just coming from Cincinnati, or was it hard like just being from Cincinnati, like trying to get into the game? Like, was people like standoffish or pushing you away?
No, nobody was really standoffish. The hardest thing for me is I didn't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just decided one day, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do music. You know what I'm saying? So step one for me was just finding a studio. You know what I'm saying? The way I found Studio Drew down at Asmith is I be boxing at Triumph Boxing at 96 at Allisonville, and one of my friends in there, you know, he was playing some music one day, and it was him. And I was just like, is that you? He was like, yeah, that's me. I was just like, damn, for real? I was like, well, I'm trying to get in recording, so where you be going? You know what I'm saying? And he told me, he gave me Drew's number. He put us in a group chat, and he's like, hey, Drew, this is my boy. Like, you know, he trying to rap, do all this other stuff, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm just like, okay. And we just locked in, and then, like, from going down there, I would hear about stuff. You know what I mean? I followed Drew. I would see the stuff that he would repost, you know what I'm saying? And he would post some of my stuff in stories sometimes, and that would give me a couple followers. And it's like, okay, from there I go here, then from here I go there. The first place that I ever performed in Indianapolis was Rock the Mic. They do it every second Friday of the month. Shout out to Diamond, shout out to Young True. Yeah, they do Rock the Mic, and that was the first place I ever popped out. And when I went there, man, I met so many artists because folks was coming out for that. They support that platform a lot. And so it was just like, all right, well, now I know these people. Let's see who these people know. You know what I mean? And it was just like rinse, wash, repeat. And I'm still doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have a team that I've been working with since high school. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. Like I'm coming in the game fresh. You know what I mean? With fresh eyes, fresh ears. I don't have any biases about people. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with somebody like harder than I rock with somebody else because of something that happened back in the day or anything like that.
It don't matter to you at all.
Don't matter to me at all, man. I'm just like, hey, look, I just got here. So whoever doing something right now or who trying to work right now, that's all I really care about.
That's it. Like, I don't know what to say after that because that's what it should be about. And I just feel like we are cliquey at times. It's a lot of clickiness going on, but I feel like once the clicky, it's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna be clicks within any city, no matter any environment, any family, it's a click. So it's just feel like once we can get past the clickiness of the Naptown music scene, I feel like it could take a whole nother leap. Like you going to South by Southwest, it'd be dope if you had like a whole group go with you, or you whenever you travel, let's all travel as a group. That's why I asked you upstairs, like, hey, can I go with you some places? Because I would love to go and just see how things are operated, or just be able to just, hey, yo, shit, I'm potting from LA. Like, I'm in LA with the podcast. Like,
and man, I think too, like that's something I would recommend people from Nap do is travel. Like, you gotta get out there. You gotta like traveling, man. Has like, oh yeah, you could. You gotta travel, man, because like the more you travel, like you grow so much. Like when I went to New York, right? I'm like, okay, let's see what they got. There was so many different types of artists in New York. They did a lot of drill. They did a lot of like classic hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like they just did a lot of different type of music, and the energy and the vibes, the way they was rapping, like their accents, like all that stuff. It was different. I don't see that here. So I'm looking at them like, damn, all y'all different. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's hard there, their music sounds totally different than somebody that's hard here. You know what I mean? And so when I go to these places, like, you know, I'll be having fun, you know, I'll be sitting down enjoying myself or whatever, but I'm always listening to the music. Like everywhere I go, I'm listening. How's they like, I hear the beat when it first come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving away all my secrets right now, but I hear the beat when it first come on, especially if it's a new artist or somebody I don't know. And as soon as that beat comes on, I'll formulate how I would rap on it. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, I've only heard this for like, you know, 4 or 5 songs or something like, or 4 or 5 seconds, first hook. And I'm like, okay, this is what I would rap about. And this is the cadence and this is the speed that I would rap about it at. And then I hear them and they come at it a totally different way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now I'm just like, wow, I never thought of that angle. I would have never come up with that. And so it's just like, okay, I'm gonna add that to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like I'm necessarily biting somebody's style, like, oh, I'm gonna rap like that person. But it's like, I need to add that perspective to how I would attack a beat to my bag. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, the more you do that, the more you do it. Like, out in the West Coast, I went to, it's something called Something Dope for the People. They just call it Dope for short. And they pop up and do shows, and they have, like, they got independent artists to come out there, and those people rock the stage. I'm telling you, man, like that was one of the best performance venues and place filled with performers that I had ever seen. Everybody there was good. There was no people that was like, I mean, he was cool, like we gonna support him. No, everybody had their shit together. Everybody knew their music. Everybody was rapping their words. I mean, I'm in there like, this is the comp. That's what I was like. I was like, okay, these are the people that's taking it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like I hear what you're saying. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you
I
good.
always
You
say
good.
that.
You good. You good.
But I think what you're saying is when you say some people are a product of their own. I mean, their success is their failure. Mm-hmm. I might be saying it wrong, but they get successful, or what they perceive is successful, and then they start to fall off because they haven't truly made it. They think they made it, but you haven't.
Exactly.
And I feel like you don't just, like here in Nap, you don't just need one person for like they made it. You need like a group of people for like they made it. And that's why I feel like the Kendrick Lamar shit is, you need that element of competition in the game. Like, who am I looking at? Who do I equate myself to? Like, who? Okay, me potting.
Right.
Few pods I look at, damn, they took off right when I started. We started at the same time. They just bam took off. So what am I doing wrong? How can I get better? And I feel like that the buddiness of it is kind of setting the city back a little bit. Yeah, we all click. The clickiness is kind of hurting us at the same time. Like we could support each one another, but let's have a friendly competition. Like, yeah, I'm better than you. I'm cold. I'm cold. And that just only helps the city. That helps the city grow. Like, nah, I got the hardest bars. And let's not take stuff like that personal.
Exactly.
See me, I'm a competitor. I like to compete. So when I say stuff like that, it's not an arrogance thing. Like, I'm the best. No, I just feel like I'm the best. If I don't say I'm the best, who will?
Exactly. Yeah.
No shot against you.
Right. Yeah. I think what you were saying earlier about success being a failure reminds me of a quote. I quote this quote all the time from Batman that Bane said when he was talking to Bruce Wayne. He said, victory has made you weak.
Yeah,
That's what he told him. He was like, victory has made you weak. What will break first, your mind or your body? You know what I
he
mean?
broke his damn back.
Right, snapped you like a twig.
He didn't snap
you
his
know?
mind, no, but broke his. Ooh, I still feel that shot. Like that, like it hurt. It feel like a knee to the back.
Yeah, I agree with you though, man. And that's the thing too. I feel like people, because they're dedicated to their craft and they take it seriously, people will take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say, oh, you this, or you say you that. But I mean, honestly, if you're an artist and you don't believe you the best,
who will?
You know what I mean?
Who will?
You know what I'm saying? Like, people talk, well, that people don't really talk shit about it, but I know I've talked to folks before that mention like how much shit I share of Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of Kanye West in my feed or whatnot. And look at your face.
I'm about to have a conversation.
Right. So like I see like a lot of the things that he says, the stuff that I share is like the inspiring stuff that he says. You know, when he says like, oh, I told my mama that, you know, I'm gonna be a Grammy winner. You know what I mean? Or I told such and such that I was gonna sell 1,000 records. You know, I knew if I could get 5 beats on Hove, you know what I mean? I could get out of this situation. That man believed in himself from day one. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like his confidence was oftentimes confused with arrogance, but he'd tell you like, well, maybe you'll see videos. He might not tell you personally, but he said it before. Like, it's not about arrogance. Yeah, it's like, I got to be confident. I have to be confident in what I'm doing. And so the confidence that Kanye West had in himself, like in the early days, like I feed off of that. Like that's the type of confidence that I'm trying to bring. You know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on the Kanye West tweets?
To be completely honest with you, man, sometimes I don't even really be reading them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I might see something that pop up and they'd be like, oh, Kanye said this or oh, Kanye said that. But it's like I'm real picky with like what I take in. You know what I'm saying? So if it's negative or controversial, I don't even really pay attention to it. You know what I mean? Like so like a lot of the stuff that he's been saying lately, honestly, I haven't seen.
Okay.
I follow a lot of like motivational pages and stuff on my Cannonmusic thing, and that's the stuff that I be seeing of his. The, you know, believe in yourself when nobody else would. You know, I told myself I was the greatest, but I don't really know what he be. I told myself, to be honest with you.
Only reason I found out because he was trending, and I was sitting in the car waiting on Tiff to come out the car, so I just decided to read it. Yeah, he was saying some wild shit, but
I believe it. He probably was.
And me and Matt had a debate a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, hey yo, some stuff be so wrong that it's funny. Like. I'm not trying to be a negative person, but if your mind is so crazy or you think this is something good to say on social media that's so hurtful, like, bro, you funny. Like,
yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I wonder. Like I said, I after we leave, I'm gonna go read some of his tweets, and I'm gonna probably like.
He's banned from Twitter right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's banned.
It must be bad then.
Yeah, he was banned. He called himself he said he loves Hitler, you know, pretty much bumped the Jews, still saying slavery was a choice. So the one thing I respect about Kanye, is that he don't take a shot at one community. He go out to everybody. Like, hey, blacks, whites, Asians, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's saying how he feels at the particular moment. And that's why me is, I don't know, I hate getting political, but that's how, with Trump, like, he's tell you how he feels, shit. Like, he don't rock with you, you know, like, it's, some shit just be, hey, I'm throwing it at everybody.
Right.
And Kanye, he throws it at everybody. He says negative shit about everybody, and I feel like, you know, it's not funny, but.
One of the things, like, I think I saw a TMZ interview or something when he was talking about the slavery was a choice thing, and it's like, to take a comment like that and basically just put so many people's feelings of pain and all that other stuff to wrap it up and say it was a choice, I don't necessarily agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that at all. If he was trying to say it more like modern day to a degree, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I kind of understand a little bit where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's saying, like, and I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I feel like he's saying slavery in the aspect of letting other people control your mind. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, I feel like he's saying that is a choice. Like, for example, me and you know what I mean? Like, you do podcasts, I do music. We're not sitting here complaining that we're not up here, or we're this, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that, to me, that would be like I'm allowing the success of others to dictate how I feel. Now
do.
they have control over my emotions.
I do.
Oh, well,
I tell
hey.
my wife though. I be like, but this is how I complain.
Yeah.
You'll be authentic with you.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, I'm just talking. Hey, I personally, where I do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a few interviews it's a few people that I didn't reached out for. Come on the pod, like, because I have found myself in a box where I'm a music podcast, and I hate it. I hate that box that I'm in because this is not a music podcast. But no, it's just like it's just, no. I want to, I'm not a music podcast. I want to be a podcast for not the city but for the community. And I feel like this. Some of the people I reached out to, they said yes to come on, turn around and cancel, but then be on some bullshit online. Like, bro, like you giving all these other people support, and I supported you when you had shit coming on. Like, you needed some support. I support you. Why can't you come sit down with me, even if it's for like 15, 20 minutes? I don't always need you to come out here and feel like give me a time for AO. I come to you.
Yeah.
I will go to you. That's where my complaints be. And I just feel like, but as far as like just complaining out loud on social media and shit, like, no, I don't do that because it gets you nowhere. Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like your complaint right there is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, especially like in this type of industry, if you go help somebody out, you know what I mean, one way or another, like, especially with the way that we get traction, it's social media based. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I helped you out. Like, hey, bro, come help me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they chose not to do that for whatever reason, like, I feel like your complaint is definitely valid. You know what I mean? In that situation, for sure. But
then that's what I want to start doing too. Is I want to, I'm very vulnerable up here. I don't care. I do have to, sometimes, I gotta start spending money with y'all a little bit more. Like, as far as local art stuff, because the money pays the bills. Like, so I gotta get me a Cannon Music shirt. I gotta get me a whole bunch of different shirts. It's so many of y'all out here though.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, it's nice. Now that Cannon Music hoodie is dope though.
Oh,
that
thank
Cannon
you, man.
Music.
I appreciate you.
That's when I met you at the spot in Fountain Square.
Yeah.
The Hoosier Dome.
The Hoosier Dome. Yeah.
You came in out there. You had like a whole group with you too. Like,
yeah, they show love, man. They show love.
Your supporters are 100% with you.
I was, man. I'm telling you, like, I was actually just watching the YouTube video of that performance this morning. Actually, shout out to Rose City Films. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that recorded it and shot it and everything, and he sent me like a 5-minute recap of the entire performance. He did a good job like capturing the crowd and everything and stuff like that. And I was just watching it. I was just like, man, that was a good day. That's all I kept saying. It's like, man, that was a great day.
And
that was a great day.
Yeah, for you it was. Not for now. I ended up seeing you on the circle after that too, because you went down to the circle. And then just from there, a connection like between you and I, a connection was made, and we need more of that. We need more of that. That'll help this city grow. That'll help. This city is so, man, y'all watching on Facebook, y'all go watching on Twitch, y'all watching, we're going to watch and listen. This city is so amazing. This region, not even just the city. Let's branch out from the city because the city is only so big. This region of how far we can go is so amazing. Like, let's remember, we got Chicago. I say this all the time. Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, Cincinnati, St. Louis. Those are all Louisville. These are all cities within a 4-hour drive. Let's start hitting them colleges.
Man.
Let's reach out to like a homecoming. Hey, y'all need a homecoming performer? Just, hey, I want to do one song.
Right.
Hey, let's go to IU for a little 500 weekend. Like, hey, go perform. Like, let's go out here and take the talent outside the walls. Let's go kick doors in. Like, that's what it should be about, is us kicking the doors in. Like I said, the pod, so I listen to my own pod. It's called Power Hour. Shout out to myself. It's just my little motivational shit. And I was like, you know what? The money ain't gonna chase you. The fame ain't gonna chase you. Success not gonna chase you. Whatever you're looking for in life is not gonna chase you. You gotta chase it. You gotta go grind. You gotta go grab it yourself. Go out here and get it. Kick doors in. And sometimes not to be in a negative way, but you might have to hurt somebody, not like hurt on purpose. You might actually hurt somebody to get what you need to get what you need to go to. Like, hey, you know what? I want to be the success so bad. Like, I really want it, and I just want the success for my city. Like, it don't have to suddenly be me, but I want to see y'all grow. I want to see y'all grow. That's what I want to see. I want to see Naptown grow.
Right.
And just what are your true thoughts on just continuing to just reach new levels?
it's something then, like, I was thinking that the other day. I was just like, am I more afraid of success or failure? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, am I more, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to do it. But what I've figured out is everything will happen in time. What's supposed to happen for you will happen. I think about like the show I did in Los Angeles. If I was offered that show the exact same time last year, it would have been nowhere near as good of a performance as it was a few months ago. In my opinion, I didn't have the songs that I needed. It's something I'm always still working on. I needed to work on my performance. You know what I'm saying? I needed to work on my wind. I needed to work on my stamina. I needed to work on dropping some of the backtracks on some of my songs when I rap. You know what I'm saying? There was so many things that I felt like I needed to be ready and prepare for, because when I went out there, a lot of those artists already had that together. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, not that I'm competing with them, you know what I'm saying? But if you in the audience and, you know, the first guy that goes is really good, the second guy that goes is really good, the third guy that goes is like, you could tell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit harder for me to stay engaged to this person for XYZ reasons. I didn't want to be the third guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to be the third guy. I wanted to be memorable. And I'm just learning so much, even about songwriting, how to include parts that involve the audience. You know what I'm saying? How to write your raps so that when you perform them live, you still got space to breathe. You know what I'm saying? How to drop the backtracks on some of your songs, but not oversaturate your verse with words to the point that you just up there trying to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much of an art. I'm still learning all this stuff, but I was nowhere near where I needed to be at this point last year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I wasn't ready for what I was wanting. I wasn't ready. And I still feel like there's a lot of groundwork I got to do to get to a position where it's like, okay, now I'm ready for this. Like South by Southwest this year, I have an idea of the songs I want to do.
I want to go.
You can come, bro. Like anybody, man, anybody can come down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's open. You know what I mean? But this year, I'm a lot more confident performing than I was last year. You know what I'm saying? And I have an idea of the type of songs and the type of energy I want to bring. So it's just like, I just want to be ready for that next step whenever it's there. Like, and that's why I feel like every day is practice. Every open mic is practice. Every birthday party that you go perform at or something, it's all practice. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, if you take it seriously, every time you get on stage, every time you make a post, every time you drop a bar in the studio, when your time comes, you will be ready. You know what I mean? And I have no shame in saying last year at a certain point, I was not ready for the things that I've done in the past 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to just keep going.
Was
you know
that
what I mean?
was that a hard truth pill to swallow?
No, not for me.
Not
no.
for you.
And
Okay.
no, because like, I keep it real with myself. Like, if something ain't it, something ain't hitting, I tell myself like, man, this ain't it. Just because you make a bad song, that don't mean you a bad artist.
When do you talk to yourself? Like, when do you talk to yourself?
A lot of times it's in the car. It's in the car, like either when I just recorded the song and I'm listening to it in the car, or when I'm writing it and I'm saying it out loud and I'm just like, man, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this ain't it. Like, you got to be real with yourself. Like, this ain't it, you know?
How long did it take you to get over hearing your failures? Like, you make a music, you make a track that this ain't it, but you gotta continue to listen to it to get past.
Some songs grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. Some songs grow on me. And I would never throw shade at any other artist except for myself. So like, the first song I ever recorded, it was called Humor. I hate that song. I hate that song so much. Like, people like it though. Like, and I hate it for multiple reasons. For one, I feel like the content of the song is rather empty. Like, my whole thing is saying, like, I was telling people I wanted to rap, and then folks would start laughing at me. And then that's what the song goes, niggas laughing, what's the joke? You know what I'm saying? Gave these niggas balls, they was praying for some hope. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I want to say this though, because you know who you remind me of, and he's one of my favorite artists.
Who's that?
Childish Gambino.
Childish.
You remind me of like not how you rap, but what you rap about. You rap about your life, and you don't try to be something that you're not. You remind me of Childish Gambino.
Right.
And he's one of my favorite artists.
And Childish is talented, man. He's
Like-
multi-talented. That's a compliment. You
So
know what I'm
like,
saying?
so like hearing how you rap, like just hearing your projects, just listen to you rapping,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you are true to yourself, and that's commendable. Like
Yeah.
that's dope, and it's
Thank
just that's to me that's your comp. That's
Right.
your
Yeah.
Childish
Yeah.
is your comp. And
Yeah, no, I feel that, man. Like, and that's something too. Like the song "Humor," I mentioned it in one of my other songs. I felt like that song was rushed, and it was my first song that I'm putting out on the scene. So I didn't really have my identity together yet. And when I listen to it, I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I can tell. Like, I'm like, who is that person that's rapping? Like, I know what he's trying to do, but that don't really sound like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there was a couple things I put in there that was actual true events and stuff that was going on. But it was just like, and then it was too long. It was 3 verses, 16 bars. That's too damn long.
no,
for
it's
today.
not. It's
Man.
not. It's not. I love the long songs.
But I feel like that's an album. That's an album thing. For
Okay.
a single, that's too long. Like, they ain't about to play that shit on the radio. I mean, what songs do you hear on the radio now that's like 16 bars, 3 verses? You know what I mean? You get two verses, you get a hook, 12 to 16.
Man,
a hook.
songs is 2 minutes and 30 seconds now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hate 2 minutes and 30 seconds because it's like once I get the beat, it's song over with.
But you know what you got to play it again. You know what I'm saying?
I
You got to play it
know.
again.
But then
You
you
know what I
gotta-
mean? Yeah.
You gonna play it for so many times. Like
Right.
I love. Give me a good 4-minute song. Give me a good 4-minute song, and we in there chilling. Like we
Right.
good.
And that's something I'm learning too. That's my natural style. My natural style is a 4-minute song because like the artists I grew up listening to back when, you know, the hip hop era that I came up in, that's what you did. You had 3 verses. You know, you had 2 verses. Your feature had 1 verse. You know what I'm saying? And it was 16 bars.
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying? But it's just so different now. And that's what I'm learning too. Like people's attention span is just, you know, different now. It's
Like
like
microwave
pop, pop.
generation.
Yeah.
It's getting shorter, and I know that my attention span has gotten shorter. Has gotten shorter. I can watch a movie on my phone now. Like I can legit put a movie that I have not seen and be on my phone and still watching the movie and on my phone at the same time. Like, yeah, this part's slow. Let me type on my phone.
Right. Yeah.
So I do feel that, and I noticed that it shows. I noticed that it shows, but then when your last show I went to, it was like 'cause you had the DJ up, they just kept it going.
Yeah.
How hard was it getting in that type of shape? Oh, you
Um,
kind of got a cheat code though because of your career, so it's and boxing too. So you got a cheat
Right.
code, but was it more difficult, like to just?
It's more of like, I would say it's more management. You know what I'm saying? How do you manage? Because bro, I'm telling you, like, I'm meticulous. Like, I'm trying to think. The show you came to, I think Sounds by Batman was the one that was up there DJing and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's who. Shout out to Sounds by Batman. He did a great job. But when I wrote that set list out, I wrote it so that it would give me breaks at certain points. You know what I mean? Like everything in there was strategic. I don't do nothing by chance. Like I even had it scripted because I had a tank top on underneath my Cannon shirt. I had it scripted when I was gonna take that shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
Like,
smart though. That's smart.
yeah, you know, because it's like, okay, I know I'm gonna be hot. You know, I know I'm gonna probably be getting tired. I know it's gonna be getting full in there. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be harder to breathe. These last couple songs are full of energy, so I'm gonna do like 2 slow songs in a row, and I'm gonna use that to catch my breath, to get myself together, and then whatever I got left for these last 3 songs, that's what I'm about to pump out. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then that set was like 25 minutes, something like that.
No, that song was like an hour.
Was it?
You performed like for an hour. That was not a quick set. It was like 40. You performed for a while.
Damn.
You did like a whole. You did an entire show.
Shit. Well,
You
I did
did
that.
it was like 45 minutes.
I did that twice at the Hoosier Dome. Because there was
Yeah.
another time, shout out to Andrea, the lady that owns the Hoosier Dome. I went over. I didn't realize I was going to go over.
That's the time I met you.
Okay.
You went over the time I met. I was like, you went over. I think it was like 2 songs. You did. You.
Yeah.
But
Well,
then-
I've been there multiple times. And
Okay.
I think I went over that time for sure. But the last time I was there, I went over too.
Okay. The time I went, it was just your show.
Oh, okay.
It was
Got
just
you.
your show. So
Yeah.
it was just
Got you.
the Cannonmusic317 show. Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Cause me and my wife, when we went and came out and supported you, it was dope. It was
Thank you,
dope.
man.
It
Thank
was
you.
dope.
Yeah. It was.
That's
it was
when
a
she
blessing.
almost got hit in the car. She almost got hit coming into that damn show.
Damn.
It's not funny. It's funny. You know how something piss you off, so now you laugh
Right.
about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, she scared the fuck out of me because because you crossing the street and that light is right there. It's just
Right,
like
yeah.
she almost got whacked. I'm just like,
Damn.
The fucking grab. I'm like, I grabbed your hand for a reach where you not to run and you still ran, and
Right.
you now can laugh at it. But yeah,
Right.
man. So which ones? Okay, I kind of took us off subject.
Yeah.
Which one was more difficult, like training for boxing or like rapping?
Boxing, 100%.
Boxing?
Without it, because with music, what's your consequence? Your consequence is you get off beat, you stop for a second. Maybe people follow you, maybe people don't. In boxing, the consequence is getting punched in the face.
Okay. As far as conditioning, conditioning.
Oh, still boxing.
Still boxing.
100%. Yeah. I mean, performing is tiring, but like, shout out to my primary coach, Coach Taylor and Coach Anna up at Triumph Boxing. They the ones that be putting me through Hades. And Anna is so unforgiving. She don't care if you tired. She don't care if you ain't getting no sleep last night. This is the workout. Do it or get out.
I'm gonna have to go up there one day and check it out.
You got to check it out,
I
man.
gotta get a guest pass.
Yeah, it's like you got to realize that y'all still friends, but she borderline evil for that whole hour. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's
You be
cool,
like,
though.
I hate this motherfucker, but I love her though. I love you, Anna. You know this. You know what I'm saying? And she be playing my music. She came to the show. That show you was there. She was there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she supports. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, when you making me do this extra drill, or we hitting mitts for an extra 6 minutes and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that you support me and you care, so I'm going to just keep going and I won't quit. They got a rule in that gym. The rule is no dying allowed. You can do whatever you want, but you can't die.
I like that. Because I ain't trying to go to the gym and die.
Right.
So how was your? I seen you had a boxing match a couple months ago. How was that boxing match?
Boxing match was good, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a smoker, so we do in-house tournaments at the gym, and they matched me up with another person that was around the same size and skill as me. And it was a good fight, man. He hits hard. You know what I'm saying? He hits hard. It was good though. It's just experience, learning. You know what I mean? I was grateful to get the win, but you know, I felt like me and him talked afterwards. Neither one of us felt like winners. We both had headaches. We both had body aches. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like,
you do because you get hit in the head. So yeah. I didn't think about your head be ringing.
oh, for sure, yeah.
See, I want to go to the top right in the ring one time to see where I'm at.
They ain't gonna let you do that.
I know.
You don't want to do that either. You know,
I'm talking about against another like give me like the 16-year-old Golden Glove dude.
Hey, don't sleep on them Golden Gloves, man. I ain't done Golden Gloves yet. I think I want to do it next year. But yeah, bro. Like it's because I remember my first time I got in there, and they was like, you know, usually before you get in the ring with somebody else, they give you about 8 months to a year, something like that. You know what I mean? I was able to get in a little earlier than that. He took it easy on me though, because he knew. Like I'm telling you, like it's not a street fight. It is not a street fight, and that's what people don't seem to correlate. They be like, oh well, you know, I can street fight, so I can do this. It's like, okay, street fights don't last that long. You know what I'm saying?
About 30 seconds, a minute, if that.
At the max. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you do this for 3 rounds in 2 minutes? And at 6 minutes total, like. But after that first round, like, man, if you ain't, there's so much to it. Like, you got to not be tense. You know what I'm saying? You got to be relaxed. You got to learn how to take punches. And I'm still learning all this stuff. I'm no expert. You know what I'm saying? But my first time getting in, I was tired in the middle of the first round, and I wasn't even moving that much. It was the way I was composing myself.
Okay.
That's what tired me out. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, man, why am I so tired? And it irritated me. But it was just the way I was holding my body. It was the way I was breathing. I was too tense. You know what I mean? Can't nobody flex their arms like this for 6 minutes and still be successful. Yeah, you got to be loose. You know, I was telling my friend the other day, we was at work doing some boxing drills, and I was trying to explain to him, like, the whole looseness. And I was like, you got to damn near be uninterested. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a person in front of me. Like, all right, whatever. But when they get in range, then you know what I mean? You close and
Look at
you know what I mean? But like, yeah, for real though. Like when they ain't close to you, you gotta relax. You gotta breathe. Like, yeah, somebody in here, whatever, you know. But when they get close, yeah, exactly. That's when you gotta, like, you know. Coach Taylor always says you gotta go hot, then you gotta go cold. You know what I mean? So you hot when you in there with them, and then you cold, you away from them.
Who's one of your favorite boxers right now at the moment? Or what fight are you excited for?
I'll tell you, like, one of the people that I want to like a lot, I really want to like Anthony Joshua. He's a British fighter. He's a heavyweight. And I like him because, like, you know, like, I can't really identify with these Tank and all them and Shakur. Like, they weigh 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fast. They, like, you know, their stamina is crazy. You know what I mean? They can run a mile in 5 minutes. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I like, you know what I mean? Or when I watch people, I'm watching, like, bigger folks because it's like I'm, you know, right now I'm like 225, 226, something like that. So I need to see how they move. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna be fighting nobody that's 135 pounds. They gonna hit me 8 times before I even blink. You know what I'm saying?
What's your cut weight?
So right now, in order to get a division under where I'm at, I'd have to be under 203.
Ooh, that's a lot of weight to cut.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
And then going back to what you said with Anthony Joshua though, it's hard because like with me, I'm 220 myself. I'm 220, so it's like to get down to 203.
Yeah,
That's a lot of weight to cut. Like,
Yeah.
but then as an average heavyweight, you're not that big. Then you consider it small.
yes, yeah,
And then like you say Anthony Joshua, my favorite boxer, the Bronx Bomber.
hey, okay.
The Tyson Fury killed his whole career.
Yeah, he did.
What's his name?
Which one?
The Bronx Bomber. I can't think of his name right now.
Dang, I can see his face.
Yeah.
Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. Because
Yeah.
I know Tyson Fury off top.
Right.
And I just feel like Tyson Fury he just took his whole ego. Like he
Yeah.
just snatched it away.
Yup.
And that was just sad. And I kept telling people like Tyson Fury could box. Was he cheating? I don't know. But at one point, should it be a heavyweight limit? Because Deontay Wilder, for that first heavyweight, that second one, he was like 215.
Nah, I mean,
220, and he boxed it, and Tyson Fury went all the way to like 280.
yeah. I mean,
That's a lot of weight.
it is. But I feel like with the heavyweights, you gotta lean into your strengths. You know what I'm saying? If you 215 and homie 280, you gonna have to chase me for at least, and it's a 12, 15 round fight for a championship. You gonna have to chase me at least the first 5 rounds.
But then Deontay, that second fight, the first one was the draw. The second one, he just got knocked out.
Yeah.
That one I knew that was going to Tyson Fury. That third fight though, when he was actually winning, Deontay Wilder was winning in like first few rounds. He dropped Fury and lost his whole game plan.
Yeah.
He kept going for the knockout. No, continue to box.
Right.
Continue to box. But I just feel like everybody say Mayweather's one of the greats. He's not one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So I feel like he dug Pacquiao for so long. Man, you can't be ducking fights. I know it's all about the money, but you dug Pacquiao so long. Pacquiao was cold.
Yeah, Pacquiao was cold, man.
Gervonta Davis is is it Gervonta Davis?
Yeah, Tank. Yeah.
Tank. He could knock somebody out. Like
Right. Yeah.
But they keep saying, oh, Shakur,
Yeah. They say he got pillows.
Bud.
Yeah,
is it Bud?
Yeah, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
I want to see him and Canelo fight, man.
they supposed to fight in September, isn't it?
I heard they're supposed to. Then I heard it got canceled. Then I heard it's back on.
Yeah, I heard it's
You know what
back
I'm
on.
saying? Yeah.
But is he smart jumping up 3 weight classes?
I don't know, but I respect him for doing it. He gonna make the fight happen. You know what I'm saying?
3 weight classes is a lot.
That is a lot.
3 weight classes is a lot.
Yeah. At least he go do it though. Like I always respect somebody for going out there and doing it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I saw something the other day, and they was talking about the lightweight division, how it's not unified, how there's 4 different champions for each belt, and they was just like, these champions need to fight each other.
They
you
do.
know what I'm saying? Like
They do.
They need to try to unify these belts. You know what I mean?
I feel like it should be one. It should be one champion
One.
per round. I mean, per weight class. It should just be light, heavyweight. Well, it should be one belt for every class.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be 3 or 4 different belts per class. Like,
Right.
no, we just need one belt.
Yeah.
You are the champ of your division.
Yeah.
If they want the belt, they gotta fight you. Make it like UFC. They don't
Yeah.
they have one belt per. But UFC
class.
also makes them fight. Hey, you number 2, you gotta fight for you. You
Right.
can't fight number 3 and number 4 every.
Yeah.
You gotta fight number 1.
Yeah.
I know you got a hard out. So anything else you gotta say before we close out?
What time is it?
You said 6:30, right?
7.
Oh, 7. Okay,
Sorry,
now we
bro.
good. My
Yeah.
fault.
yeah,
Okay,
we
now
straight.
we good.
Yeah.
So then, I just feel like boxing is fun. Which we have more fun doing, boxing or making lyrics or performing? Boxing or performing?
I would have to say performing.
You ain't get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I like, man, I like contact. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit's fun to me. You know what I mean? I be getting hit sometimes, and I just start laughing because it's like, why the fuck did I do that? You know what I mean? I do something dumb and pay for it right away, and I'm like, all right, I can't try that shit. But performing, man, I like it because there's just so much that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many thoughts, there's so many ways you can do things, and it's just like to see something actually come together is like cool. So I gotta tell you what, like I got this one song, it's not out yet, it'll probably be out later this year. It's called Shotgun, that's the name of it. And when I made it, I was trying to make like something that would get the audience involved. It's pretty much a hype song. You know what I mean? And basically the hook goes, I drop hits, you ain't got none. My shit pop off like a shotgun. Yeah, I'm back in the stew if we got one. If you sitting on hits, drop one. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I go, we don't want to hear whack music no more.
I'm about to say like Drake.
Oh, yeah.
That sound like Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm listening. Y'all know me, so we professional. I'm about to refill my cup. I hear you, though.
Okay, right on. Yeah, so like the song Shotgun, when I wrote it, I was basically like, how can I write this song in a way that's going to involve the audience? So there's a part in the song where it goes, we don't want to hear whack music no more. And then I give the microphone to somebody that's in the crowd, and then they repeat it. They say, we don't want to hear whack music no more. You know what I mean? So it just keeps bouncing around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then like, one of the things I thought, because I was like, okay, I'm about to go perform this song. And when I was doing the performance version of the song, I was just like, okay, I need to add something else to it to make it better. You know what I mean? To get it even more interactive. And so what I did was I dropped the lyrics and I dropped the beat on the outro when I say, we don't want to hear whack music no more. So after I get everybody trained to say, we don't want to hear whack music no more, I give the mic to somebody, and then they're saying it with no music and no beat. So all they hear is themselves.
Who you got in mind so far? I know you got somebody already in mind who you want to do it.
Oh, I mean, whoever at the performance.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is at the show.
So you're not going to have like no secret person, hey, you going to do that. I'm going to hand you the mic. Like,
nah,
you go, okay.
Okay. When I'm performing, I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm seeing who's in tune, who's like, you know, yeah, like who is. I say it a couple, like that's what I'm saying. Like I say it a couple times in the song. I say, now y'all say it, and then I hear everybody say, we don't want to hear whack. And so when I get to the end of the song, whoever I feel like was the most hype, that's who I go up to, and then they say it. You know what I mean? And so like it just adds to the performance.
And
you know what I mean?
You should give it to the quiet person.
Yeah, fuck up the whole thing.
Nah, they might be the person to come out there and be like, we don't. Nah, I'm talking.
Yeah, they fuck it up. They fuck it up for sure.
Nah, I love hearing that though, and that's just been dedicated to your craft. Like, do when you're performing, are you watching people?
Oh, for sure.
You don't like look at a dot like a spot in the room.
No,
like
this is like okay. When I'm performing, that's when I feel like I get my fuel when I'm performing. Because it's like, all right, I done wrote these songs, I done paid for these beats, I done paid for this studio time, I done took time out my day to make these songs, I done arranged them the way I think is the best. Okay, let's see how these people enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at faces, I'm looking at who knows this song. Like
that dopamine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And bro, like I'm telling you, I be so analytical and so technical. I will like watch how much I post a song on social media, right? If I ain't posted a song a whole lot, or I just posted a couple times, and then I go perform it, and I see certain people know the words, now I'm like, okay, however I marketed that shit worked. Because I didn't even put it out that much, but a few people know these words. Somebody came up to me at one of my shows. I was performing somewhere. It's a song that I just dropped earlier this year. It's called Picture. You know what I mean? And somebody was just like, man, I ain't never even seen you perform this song, but I knew all the words from the internet. And I was just like, okay, the marketing is working.
It's working.
The marketing is working. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's when I get like, I feel like I get my most genuine feedback while I'm on stage. If I can look at you and see your raw reaction while I'm performing, that lets me know how you really feel. You know what I mean? Because then, you know, when the show is over, you could talk to people and they can be like, man, I enjoyed your song, you know, such and such and such. But they might not even remember exactly what they enjoyed. They just be like, man, I just know it was hot. But I could look at them and be like, no, you enjoyed when the second verse started. You enjoyed when I finished up that hook. You really fucked with the hook. You really fucked with the verses. You really fucked with the fast flow. Like, that's what I'm looking at. And so I take that data, and then when I go and make other songs, that's what I'm trying to incorporate.
But, okay. What about the people who don't show any emotion? Do that kind of mess with you?
Nah, because I gotta rock either way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the reason why I ask that is because when I say mess with you, not like on stage, but like it may be somebody
I see
quiet
what
in the
you're
crowd, but
Yeah,
then they,
yeah.
hey, that's after you perform, they're like, hey, that song was dope. They come at the end like,
man, look, yeah, I do. I ask because I want to know those people's opinions. Because what I've gathered so far, either they A, just wasn't even paying attention, which is fine too, or B, they were thinking something. You know what I'm saying? They were thinking. And so I asked those folks, what do you think? And I don't mean what do you think like, you know, did you like it? I mean like, what were you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I was thinking this, this, and this. And I've even had people tell me, like, this is why I say you got to travel. Well, I went to Florida. You know, I was performing. That was my first time ever performing was in Florida, like ever getting on stage. And so I'm looking around, people were vibing or whatnot. Shout out to Ivan ID, who allowed me to get on that stage. You know, shout out to you, brother. We go back to high school, West High, Best High, Mustangs all day.
Let's get it, baby.
But yeah, so like there was a guy who was I remember distinctly. He was leaning against the wall. He had his arms crossed the whole time I was performing, and he was looking, and he kind of bobbed his head a little bit. And there's other people that was hype or whatnot. And he pulled me aside when I got off the stage, and he was an older guy. He was like, "Hey, young blood." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He was like, "You mind if I talk to you for a second about your performance?" I was like, "Yeah." He was just like, "You got good songs." He's like, "You got good energy." He was like, "You need to work on melodies." He was like, "You need to find you some melodies." He said, "Because right now, you just going like this." He was like, "But there's no this."
Oh, I see what you mean. So you started up hot and you started slowing down.
Well, he was just saying basically like it's like not necessarily, it's not scripted, but everything sounds alike in a song. Like it sounds like not like he wasn't talking about my voice itself. He was talking about like the format of the song.
Okay,
it's like very, very like straightforward, very like lined, like line, 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 line. He was just like, that's what it sounds like. He was like, but there's no melody to it. He was like, you saying stuff, but you don't have any melody with it.
Okay, that's what you're saying now.
And I was like, okay. Like, for example, like, I ain't got no options. You can hum that. You know what I'm saying? But some of my other songs, you can't hum. It's just You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he was just like,
yeah.
You know, he was just like, you need something like, he said, you need something you can hum. If you can hum it, then you can get people. And I was just like, okay. And like I said, this was like super early when I was first performing. And I was just like, that makes sense. That makes sense. So now I try to add some of that stuff. Ever since that conversation, I've tried to add some melody to whatever it is that I do. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You know, it's hard though. Like, do you care what fans think? Honestly.
Yeah, I do. I care what they think, but I'm not going to allow an opinion to affect me so much that it changes everything that I do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like ultimately I'm making music for me and I'm sharing it with everybody else. And I hope they like it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody gives me some constructive feedback and they actually like have some like actual criticism with it, I will listen. Because like I got to think like I'm new to making music. These people aren't new to listening to music. You know what I'm saying? I'm more new at what I'm doing than what they are. They've been taking in music since they've been alive. You know what I'm saying? I've only been making music for like 2 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like when people criticize you, they've been listeners for a long time. And they can tell you like, so right now, for example, one of my friends, her name is Shanna. She called me the other day and she called me about one of my songs that's not out yet. And she was just like, hey, I like this song a lot. But she was like, the stuff that you are saying, you have pain in it. And she was like, I feel like you could express that pain better in the song. She's like, you don't even have to change the words. She was like, the way you say it can incite more emotion in your listeners if you say it a different way. And I was like, okay. And then she gave me examples. She gave me examples of different songs. You know, she mentioned Mona Lisa by Lil Wayne and Kendrick. You know what I mean? When Kendrick's rapping his part, you could tell he's salty. You know what I mean? Because he thought this chick was on his side and all this other stuff. And then, like, when Lil Wayne's rapping, he's rapping like the sinister mastermind that he is. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, you see how there's two different emotions in that? And I was like, damn, yes, I do. You know?
Was she critiquing the song that's out?
No, it's not out yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope, it's not out yet. And so I told her, I was just like, hey, if you want to come to the studio, I'll re-record it. And you could come. And you could tell me, like, what you think. You know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean I'm going to just re-record every song that I ever do. You know what I'm saying? But I valued her opinion, and she gave opinion with substance. You know what I mean? And I trust her ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust her ear because she knows a lot of shit about hip-hop and just music in general. You know what I mean? And so, like, I'm open to experimenting. Now, if we go there and we do something and I don't like how it sounds, I'm going to just stay with the original. But I will try. I will just see if it can get better. You know what I mean?
That's The reason why I ask because it's there's some people out here that just be like, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about. Like I made this for me. Like
Right.
you don't know the direction of the song I was trying to make. And,
Right,
But
yeah.
it's you sometimes you have to. I love that you value people's opinion because some people don't like that, and some people can't take constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I asked that question because it's constructive criticism. It hurts when you're not getting all the yes. When that one, like, you know what, yeah, you was good,
Yeah.
but you need to work on this. Some people can't take that.
Yeah,
And
and
just-
to be honest, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. Cause it's like, how you gonna get better if don't nobody ever tell you?
Like,
You know what I'm like? How are you going? You go keep doing the same thing over and. There is no job out there where you don't get at least a decent job where you don't get some type of training. You know what I'm saying? You get some type of training. Yeah, you get some type of training. You get some type of critique on your output and what you're doing. Just because you create this music by yourself sometimes, there is no training. There's trial and error. And usually the people go let you know. Now, if somebody come up to me that ain't never listened to a hip-hop song a day in their life, and they just like, oh, your song missed this, this, and this, and I'm be like, okay, well, who you listen to? Or where you coming from with music? You know what I mean? And they don't have a clue, then it's like, okay, bro, like, I appreciate what you're saying. Like, I'm not going to disregard you, but, like, your opinion ain't going to weigh as heavy on me. One of the opinions I hold the highest is my engineer, Studio Drew. He is around a ton of artists all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So if he tells me, like, hey, this sounds good, you might want to think about this, it's because he been engineering more songs than I would ever write. You know what I'm saying?
So is it called Studio Drew?
That's his. No, the studio is called Asmith Recording.
And where's it located at? I'm just want to just put it out there.
5130 Browse Avenue. So it's like 51st and Keystone.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Studio Drew worked there, and his name on Instagram is Studio Drew317.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he always be showing love. Shout out to Silly C and V also. They've engineered a couple songs for me as well. Silly C helped me out a lot when I was in New York because I had messed up, and then like I had wanted to redo my show mix at the last second, and I didn't. I was in a panic. I was just like, I got 4 hours to do this, and I'm calling Silly C. I'm texting her, and she actually responded and came through and sent me everything I needed. You know what I mean? So shout out Silly C for saving my ass when I was in Staten Island, like, because that was big.
Do you think your job is the reason why you're so meticulous with things? Because your job is I don't want to say it's militant, but you gotta have militant training.
Yeah, I say anything that I really care about, I'm kind of like very meticulous with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
My job does help. You know what I mean? It definitely helps. But even to get hired for that job, I had to show some level of like being meticulous.
So you already know because we know. So it's got I did the training. So
Right? Yeah.
I'm salty. I'm cutting him off because I'm salty. Because man, that was when I was a kid. I wrote, "Hey, for my career path, I want to do this."
Mm-hmm.
I tried out for it multiple times. I traveled, and to see someone sit next to me, that's
I mean, everybody take different paths. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it be even in you doing that though, you got like some experience and exposure to like what you could tell somebody else who's saying like, oh, I want to be this, or I want to be a firefighter. You could tell like, hey, well, you better do this, or you be ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
You can help
I
somebody.
know.
You can still help somebody else out. You know what I mean?
Nah, Bluffton. Shout out Bluffton, South Carolina. I passed all the things, but they didn't hire me because after the physical test, I like passed out. I passed the physical test, walk into my car and just bloop.
I remember you was telling me about that.
Yeah. But nah. So you say that just whatever you want to do, that's why you're so meticulous.
Yeah, and if my name is attached to something, if my name is attached to something, I'm pretty meticulous about it also. You know what I'm saying? Like I care about the product that I put out. You know what I mean? Because some people, and it's just the stuff I learned, you know what I mean? Some people only go see you in life for a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you run an ad or something, or somebody tag you in something, and somebody check your page out. They only go see you for a second. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in that 1 second, was this a post that I made at 3 o'clock in the morning and I didn't really care and I just hit post? Or did I be like, you know what? I'm going to save it to the draft. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to spend some more time with it. You know what I'm saying? That might be the post that they see. You know what I'm saying?
You put me on game because I'm the screenshot king. You put me on game. You talking to me right now. Hey, oh, my fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. I'm tapping on my fault, y'all. You talking to me because I'm first. it's been some piles. I'm like, I don't like that shit, but I might just put it out.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, you know what? Because I look at the algorithm. I'm
Mhm.
like, man, they only watching past a minute 15.
Right.
But
yeah.
then I'm not thinking you changed my game. Like, maybe the reason I'm not watching is because I'm not showing that I care in the first minute.
Mhm.
Like, people
Yeah.
notice that. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like
yeah.
they notice that.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't have it figured out because I'm still working on my views and stuff and all that. And I follow a lot of pages that like try to help you get your social media better and stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I've learned a lot over the past like year and a half when it comes to like social media and stuff. But I'm still waiting for all my numbers to reflect stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They say it takes 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
They
man.
say it take 3 to 5 years.
There was a video that kind of gave me some hope. It was Tyler, the Creator. They was asking him about different stuff, and he was just like, you got to realize, even if you post something and you get 0 views, you're building a resume. Because eventually you go post something that somebody likes.
And go back in.
They go see. They go see what kind of body of work you got. Because I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was somebody he ended up like signing or something. And he said when he watched the video, it only had 6 views. And he was just like, this is, in Tyler's voice, this is fucking amazing.
That's how
You know what I
Tyler
mean?
is so weird, but I don't even listen to his music. I don't listen to Tyler Creator, but I just know like he's the weird dude where everybody rock with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody rock with him.
Yeah, I honestly I haven't listened to much Tyler myself. I've always remember people telling me like, bro, you gotta check out Tyler the Creator, and I just haven't got
It's too
around.
weird.
It's man, I'll tell you what, that's another thing too. One of my friends asked me, he was just like, so who you be listening to? And I'm like, man, I listen to like a lot of like, I listen to a lot of local artists, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like my homies, my friends, like I listen to them. Like some of the new stuff that's out, like the new stuff. Like I mean, I listen to Kendrick, I listen to Drake, I listen to Cole. You know what I mean? Big Sean, when he be putting stuff out, I listen to him too. But it's just like some of these new rappers, like, man, I just can't keep up. Like, especially when you're so busy trying to do your own thing, it's hard to try to take in what everybody else got going on too. You know what I mean?
It is. And I have to actively listen to local artists. We need to create, somebody who needs to create like a playlist for just for the city.
Yeah.
And just whenever new music come out, this is the city playlist. Just put it. It could be 1,000 songs. We don't care.
That's a good idea.
And just hey, here's the playlist for the city because it's so much new music out there where you really don't know I don't know how to find it.
Yeah.
Like I just found a YouTube channel like today. I ain't gonna bullshit, you know, because I was on Apple, then I stopped using Apple Music, and now I'm just like, hey, well, I'm like, oh shit, let me just.
So you on YouTube Music?
I use YouTube Music. I 100% use YouTube Music. So when people don't put music on YouTube Music, I don't listen to it.
Okay.
Because if I go to Spotify, you gotta pay for Spotify. I pay for YouTube. I don't like commercials as in my YouTube video because that's all I watch. But I get mad at my kids for watching YouTube all day. Am I a hypocrite? Am I a hypocrite? Yes, I am. My wife probably like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. But nah, I'm a YouTube music listener. I'm one of the few people. I don't listen to Apple. I don't listen to Spotify. I don't have Tidal. I'm one of the YouTube community is the weird community because y'all don't fuck with us.
That's interesting.
Y'all don't fuck with us. Like if a new album drop, I wait till.
I think my shit is out on YouTube Music. It should be.
It is. I listen to you today.
Okay.
I listen to you.
Right on.
I listen to you and Rose Key because it's so many local artists where it could be for me. It can be overwhelming. Then I got to remember. I have a hard time remember. I know faces. I'm a person where I know faces.
Right. Yeah.
You wearing your hoodie all the time has helped me out. That's not talking shit.
Right.
But I know faces. And, so it's. Knowing faces is I'm in the artist. I'm like, okay, I know this song, but now if I don't know the song name and if I don't see your name, but I don't even know the song name, I don't know the melody go, I'm never going to find it.
Right.
So we need like a playlist for the city. Like somebody get on it, somebody create play. I don't care where it's. Put it on YouTube. Just do, hey yo, bam, 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 and just keep adding it and just share out this playlist. Just keep adding to it.
That's smart. That's real smart. Like I ain't look into that, man, because
It could
that's
be
that's a
YouTube.
real good idea.
Cause on YouTube, I could do it on YouTube Music. I create my own playlist. I can share it out and you can add to it. So we can either do like a whole lot of nap.
Right. No, I mean, you're right though.
A whole lot of nap or just a Naptown or the Naptown playlist.
Yeah.
And just continue to add your music to it so that way, and then you just share that playlist out. Hey, this is my playlist. Well, it's the city's playlist. It's not just my music, but it's everybody music in the city.
Right. That's cool. That's a good idea, man. Yeah.
That way we all have one spot to go to find music, or even just like national acts. Hey, this is our city playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this. I know I'm taking over interview. I do it every fucking
Man,
time.
you good. You good.
Nah, look,
Yeah, you straight.
and I feel like this. We all need to work together and challenge these stations. It's cool that I just found out that Too Short. I knew it was here. Too Short is having some locals open up for them.
Mm-hmm.
That should be every show. Every show, hey, I don't care where they perform at. Even if they open up at Casico, Taylor Swift come back here again, it should be a local act opening up for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We need to make that a habit. Man, stop letting people just take our money and go away.
Right.
If you're not helping put the city on, then why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be so dope if, hey.
Do you know who opened it for Too Short?
I just talked to somebody today. I don't want to put it out there, so I don't,
okay,
I don't know
right
my
on.
business say, because he
Yeah.
did say, like, hey, he's performing, opening up for Too Short. He's one of the front openers.
Okay. Right
So,
on.
hey, so
I didn't know if it was posted somewhere publicly or something
No,
like that.
it was a phone call.
Oh,
it was a phone
bet.
call.
Yeah,
It was a phone call. It was a personal phone call. So it was just like, okay, bet, let's get it. Like, shit.
Yeah.
I want to go, but I'm going to be at Cross.
Yeah. When is that? When is Too Short?
Tonight
Oh, that's tonight?
in Broad Ripple, I want to go.
Damn, it's in Broad Ripple tonight?
Yeah,
At the Vogue?
At the Vogue. You about to go. $55 tickets.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Let's get it, shit.
Damn. I gotta go to a housewarming party.
Man, what time the party over with?
Shit, I don't know. I gotta work tomorrow too.
Oh, yeah, you got to be there, what? 8,
7.
7?
Yeah. Damn, that's Too Short though. That do sound bitch.
Yeah, I really want to go. Like, I down there because, so with me, this is for everybody listening also, because Rose Key popped out last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I was already talking to Ted and his wife, but every Friday I'm at Cross Ultra Lounge recording live. Like, I'm live on Twitch. Every time I'm recording, I'm live on Twitch. So I'm live on live at Cross every Friday, starting at 10, and I go until whenever I want to stop. But normally I go until like they shut down. So it's like 10 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm recording from 10 to 2, just interviewing. If you want to come down, sit down, anybody, come sit down and talk with me.
Okay.
Like, if I'm sitting with somebody, I don't know how to end it. Not like take a shot at you. Like, no, not like this. Not private. I don't care private scene, but out at Cross, I be drinking. I don't be paying attention. So I don't know how to end a interview. A person may want to come sit down, and they will sit down and not get up. I learned that for a fact. So if you ever want to come on Cross, just come sit down. Like, just come sit down. The next person will get up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's funny how that works. They all come there and say, "I've never been on the podcast." Well, you never been on a podcast, and you choose today to sit here from 10 to 2.
Right, yeah.
You choose to sit here. I had one girl sit with me the whole time, like down there, like she sat down like 10:30 and did not get up. Yeah. That was a fun podcast.
She was chilling.
Yeah, you never met my you did meet my co-host, Matt. Yeah, because you met him before.
Matt?
You met him
Yeah,
first.
I met him. Yeah,
you
I
met
met
him
him.
first.
Mhm.
Then he came to me and was like, "Kevin, follow him." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm already following him." He followed me back. that was when I first met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I first met you. But now we need a playlist for the city, and also for what I want to see you do. And I'm talking to you, but I know they hear me also.
Mhm.
I want y'all to just team up with local movie. It's movie makers here.
Yeah.
Get y'all music, get some movies.
Yeah. There's oh boy, I'm gonna butcher these names because I'm on the spot. I know Brittany. I don't know her last name. I'm sorry, Brittany. But she does a lot as far as like getting music in movies. She directs movies. She's gotten like a lot of local actors in some movies and stuff like that. Shout out to Miss Blue. Right now, she's working on something called Streets and Nap. That's going to be coming out, I believe, in the summer. I think they're about to start filming. I think she's got pretty much all local Indianapolis actors in it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have some Naptown music and that stuff as well.
I want to interview her.
Oh, yeah. She'd be a great person to have on the show.
I would love to interview her.
Yeah, she'd be a great person. Yeah, she'd be great to have on it. You know what I mean? She's a real businesswoman. Nice person too. You know what I mean? Great person. So yeah, I think she'd be great for the show. But yeah, shout out to the Streets and Nap. Like I said, that's gonna be starting to film here shortly, and I think they're gonna come out. I don't know. I could be wrong with Blue, but I think it's supposed to be like in the summer or something like that. So yeah, so that is a move for me too. I do want to get into acting because like I feel like I could be a pretty decent actor. You know what I mean?
He throwing shit at the wall, see what stick.
For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
that's dope,
That's
though.
what
That's
you gotta
dope.
do.
That's
like,
dope.
but I like acting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like making skits. I like doing all that stuff. Like, I think that stuff is fun. Like, entertainment in general is just fun to me. And then in acting, like, people know me pretty well. Some folks know me a lot. But, like, I feel like I can do a lot of other stuff than just music. Because I almost feel like when you doing music, like, when I'm on stage, it's a performance. You know what I'm saying? You're performing. So if you can naturally kind of just perform, then you can transition that possibly to the screen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying lines that I've written or whatnot. When you're acting, you're going off a script. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing. And can you put different emotions into the words and stuff like that? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to possibly jumping into some acting this year.
I don't know. You acting? Nope. Nah, I'm fucking with you. You fucking with you.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
I would love to see you act. I would love to see you act. Hey,
Yeah.
man, hey, tag me along with you. Shit, carry me with.
So I'll let
carry
you
me
know,
with
man.
'cause-
There's some auditions and stuff. I will let you know.
Well, I don't know. I just want to be like, put me as a radio host in the skills of radio host.
Well, shit, I ain't doing casting. I'm just trying to, like, you know, I'm trying to get in the door.
I know. I want to get in the door too, but it's I want to. I know. Spend that week an hour and 30. You
Yeah.
got to go to this housewarming.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
hey, what you taking? What gift you bringing? Are they watching? Hey, you about to find out your gift right now.
Yeah, I'm
He ain't bringing nothing. I ain't bringing just me, myself, and I.
right. I really thought about getting something, but man, I'm running out of time. You know what I mean?
shit.
It's on the west side, so like, bro, you know how it is. You know what I mean?
They'll see how it is. Like,
Right. I'll send you something in the mail. You know what I mean?
I went to one and we bought like tissues. Well, her list was. I like the simple list. Like just household products, cleaning stuff, tissues, back. There
Right.
you go.
Yeah.
Little spray. Here you go. I want you to pick your music on the way out.
Oh,
So
shit.
anything you guys say before we close out? Like, hey, he gonna be at South by Southwest March 14th.
South by Southwest.
March 14th.
I will be there the 13th through the 16th.
I remember. I just know the 14th. Look, see,
Yeah.
I was right and wrong at the same time. So we got he gonna be at South by Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Who all going with you? Me. Nah, actually, my friend birthday is that's my friend and brother and auntie birthday. That's the 14th. I think it's why I said the 14th because that's all they birthday the same day.
Yeah.
That's their birthday. That's their birthday. So I'm gonna see if my friend want to go there. Where's South by Southwest? Is it in San Antonio?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna talk to my friend tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Vic will be down there, man. We're gonna be doing it big. I know there's gonna be a couple of local artists coming from down here. I haven't talked to him personally because I don't know him personally, but I've heard like Lil Billy gonna be down there. I know Rose Keys gonna be down there. There's a couple of artists I've met from like Dayton, Ohio, and like Tennessee that's gonna be down there as well.
Is it
gonna be
Joey
fun.
H? Is it Joey H?
Nah, it's my friend Jay Royalty.
You know who Joey H is? Joey H?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, they cold. They was here at Trees last year.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna check them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
check them out. Shout out to that. That's that No Options playing
Let's
right
get
now.
it.
I want to give everybody a big shout out too, because they done helped me get over 2,000 streams in the first month of this being out. This is the highest stream song I got so far to this day. Shout out Rose Key. Shout out everybody that's on the track. Yeah, we going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting it. Shout out to Kevin, Kevlar, Kev, Whole Lotta Knock Podcast. I'm Cannonmusic317. You stay tuned. We gonna keep rocking this motherfucker and we gonna turn up. Hey. Keep that fuck shit from a rhyming, working on rhyming and timing. I'ma find a ladder, then I'ma climb it. Big stepper and I'm changing the climate. Big jacks, I'm moving out, then I'm sliding. Come correct, I'm a genetic like a violent. Cannon and Rose understood the assignment.
Let's get it, baby. The whole line that podcast. Yeah, baby. Thank you once again, Cannon, for coming on. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Everybody, y'all ain't ready to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get it, baby.
Grind on overtime, yeah, I ain't got no options, yeah. Young niggas is dropping, old niggas is flopping, yeah. Flip the grind on overtime, yeah, I ain't got no options, yeah. I ain't got no options,
Oh, shit.
yeah. I ain't
Hold
got
on, we gotta
no
hold out for
options,
Rose
yeah.
Key real
Flip the
quick.
grind on overtime,
Hold on, talk to
yeah,
him,
I ain't
Rose.
got
She
no
right here.
options.
Hood shit, gangsta shit. Yeah, he like the way I walk.
Like that?
Yeah, he like the way I talk. Yeah, he like the way I move. Every nigga like a little bitch with some hood shit. Yeah, he look me in my eyes. Yeah, that nigga know he fine. Too much hood in me just to fall for a weak nigga. Let me tell you something about the hood. It's just in me. I just can't go and get a lot for the op. I can't fade away, nigga. I'm on top. Fuck around. around and catching case on you bitches. You miss me? Always sneak this and always talking like your big dog. You sleepy? You would never sit at my table. I swear to God, I get you mixing. I never mess with nobody in they feelings. They be snitching. I'm moving forward. I'm taking charge. I'm moving forward. I'm taking it back. I'm moving forward. I'm coming back. I'm from the hood. I never play that. Good. Money long. I'm eating good. I'm taking like a snack. Moving forward. I push a nigga back. Rat niggas. Fuck you niggas.
Young niggas is dropping.
What?
Old niggas is flopping.
Okay.
Flip the grind on overtime. Yeah, I ain't got no options.
No what?
Yeah, I ain't got no options.
What?
I ain't got no options.
Okay.
Flip the grind on overtime. Yeah, I ain't got no options. Yeah. Young niggas is dropping. Old niggas is flopping.
What?
Flip the grind on overtime. Yeah, I ain't got no options. Yeah, I ain't got no options. Yeah. I ain't
Hey,
got
Kevin,
no
you always-
options.
you get me hyped
Flip
all the
grind
time,
on
for sure.
overtime. Yeah, I ain't got no
I don't
options.
got no favorites, but I got some favorites.
Hell yeah.
Everybody. Let's get it, baby.